Yo, making them? Like, I actually have what I made. I could send you the full body of it if you want, Rambo.
Specific company that makes all the good switches for all the good sticks, and they're not actually all that expensive.
No, you could go. It's like lizardlick.com used to be the thing.
Yeah, a couple bucks each, and then it's like 10 or 15 or 20 maybe for the board, and you just wire it up.
Yeah. It's not half bad, dude. It's pretty easy. Like, I built one myself. It's pretty good. If you want, I can, like, disassemble it and just send you the body, and you can do what you want with it, Rambo. It's pretty easy stuff. I say go either if you do have to buy one, like, avoid Mad Cats like the plague, and please get something with, like, Sandwall buttons. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to get it, and I would have had I found a PlayStation one, but all they had was the Xbox one.
Oh boy. Number of players.
I figure out what it's called. I think it was a Razor. I say it's a Razor, but
yeah. Character, because I was gonna say, like, Konba makes probably one of the best sticks. I have one, and the one I bought is actually shot up in price, so I'm glad I got it when I did a few years back.
Like a Street Fighter 5 one, I mean, like an actual one that was made by or Amazon make a version for each new game.
Yeah.
Okay, Mad Cat Street Fighter 5. That's what I saw. So it's like $215.
Not worth at all.
Oh my gosh. Somebody said that the internet quit working and they're acting like it's the end of the world.
I guess search for lounge annotations. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Connection status is 2 to 5. 5 only. Any. We're going to do battle settings. Okay. But, yeah, man, what's up? Like, what's happening? Pete? Anything going on the internets? Cause I slept all fucking day, dude. I really don't know what to. I honestly slept all fucking day. Like, I was so goddamn tired.
In the audio, they're saying that I'm found really far away and that everybody's quiet.
Wow, really? Like, okay, hold on. Well, okay, so the game should be quiet, but you guys should not be quiet. So I don't know what the deal is. They say I sound really far away, really? Dude, you're loud. Okay. I have him turned up to like fucking 136%. I got Pete turned up to 136%. I mean,
is Pete in here?
Yeah, Pete's here.
I haven't even heard him.
You don't hear him?
Well, now I do, but I mean, now that he said that he's here or whatever, but I didn't hear him before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I don't know what the deal is. You know what? Let me see. Mike. Let's see if my audio settings got fucked with when I mean, that's a good chance. No, it's fine. Wait, Rambo's still quiet?
Of what I just heard, let me skip to the end.
I was like, dude, like, he's up to 136%. This is gotta be something with Discord, dude. Or an OBS, because I turned his ass up a lot, actually.
Yeah, I'm super quiet too.
The fuck?
You sure you didn't turn Discord down in OBS or something?
No, dude. Like, that's the thing. Everything is up. I don't know what else there is.
Oh, that's weird.
Audio input capture. Which, this is...
Oh, wow. Like, it's like really super low.
Dude, I don't fucking understand it. Oh, you know what? That's probably that microphone right there. Alright. Desktop audio. Wait, you guys aren't coming in at all, actually. What the fuck? Alright, you know what? Hold on. This is some retarded ass. Oh, here we go. Let's try this. Alright, say something?
Yo,
Alright, that should be that should have fixed it.
I'll
now,
check.
Now I need to, like, turn you guys down again because then you're going to be blowing everybody's ears out.
Hey,
Alright, so I could turn you guys back down to 100% from
Yep,
the 136.
that worked.
Okay. Yeah.
oh wow, yeah, I was loud.
Yeah, my audio settings got fucked somehow since last night's podcast. So
By the way,
whatever.
why is Shane still in?
He said he'll be here in a minute.
Oh, okay.
All right, so everybody in the chat, let me know how that is now. Is it too loud? I have them at 100%. Just let me know, okay?
Yep, everybody's saying better.
Way better now. You guys' ears aren't being blown out because I don't want to blow you guys' ears out.
Only go get.
Hey,
Are they too loud now, or do you guys want me to turn them down just a little bit? I could turn them down to like 75%.
Sire says it sounds great.
Okay, cool. All right, we got this then. All right, let's try this again. Sorry about that, you guys.
Took long enough.
That's so
Quality
fucking weird.
operation.
Quality.
all right.
This is 110% quality content. Okay.
Yeah, nothing but the best. This podcast.
That's the way we roll.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So what's going on, people? I hope everybody enjoyed last night's broadcasting because I thought that shit was kind of fun, actually. That's the oh yeah. So by the way, we got all kinds of copyright things on it.
Nice.
I don't care. I really don't care. Like Nintendo's trying to hit us and shit. I'm like,
No, they can have their money.
they
I
can
don't care.
have their money. I don't give a fuck. Like I did what I set out to do. So
Is it?
I mean,
Was it even monetized in the first place?
No, I don't think
Well,
it was.
then why would we be getting DMCA strikes
You
if
still
it's not
get it?
monetized? I mean, you can,
still
but
get
all
it.
they can do is take.
Yeah, but you still
If
get
it's-
you still get it no matter what, though.
But I think they have to let it go because you're not getting money on it.
I don't know, dude.
No, they can't let it go. Like what basically what he got was like us saying, it was the email saying that you've been a copyright claim is put on here that we're going to continue leaving the content up, but we're going to claim the
We're
money.
echoing through you, Brem.
Yeah, we're echoing through Brim.
Oh, you're echoing through us now?
Both
For
of
me?
us, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? How about now? Is it still echoing?
Let me see.
Yo!
Nope.
Okay, there we go.
But like more like it was probably like more of a copyright notice rather than a copyright claim.
Yeah, I was
saying
gonna say,
that-
because if it's not monetized, they're not gonna get any money off of it.
Well, no, they'll still get money because what it is that like YouTube runs ads on it, and so what
Yeah.
they do, like they run ads no matter what, like YouTube does. And so what they do is they put the copyright claim out, so that way if YouTube does run ads, then they get the money for it instead of YouTube.
Which is fine. I don't care. Like I wasn't trying to make money. I just wanted to stream that for our audience. I know at the beginning, like just I don't know, man. Like I liked it. I thought it was cool. I mean, that's the
Oh, it
first
was
time.
fun.
Yeah, like we all got sort of hyped for whatever we wanted to look and see, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, if Brim would have quit spoiling shit from all the other stuff.
This motherfucker. You ass. You fucking prick. Oh man, no, it was fun. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it last night. Overall, I thought it was good. I think that surpassed all of the other game shit that happened in the past year by far. I think I just couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, yo, like this is really better than fucking everything that we've watched so far. Because it was like I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, like. Why didn't they do, like, you know how many world premieres there were there? I mean, that was ridiculous. I was like, yo, I'm not bitching that there's world premieres there, but I'm bitching that there are more world premieres there than there was at E3. Like, come on. Even Gamescom got outshined by this.
But to be honest, everything kind of outshined Gamescom this year because it was kind of like it was really weird that Gamescom was even put on the way it was.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that they would have done either skip Gamescom or just done a different setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, last night was pretty cool. I liked it. I don't like the fact that Xbox cut out a pretty important leak or whatever, or pretty important world premiere or whatever. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did, like I said, I thought it was pretty. Like I couldn't believe the amount of shit that we saw last night, dude. That was a lot of shit. Regrettably, I didn't get to see the Bloodborne 2 trailer. Like I wouldn't mind seeing that. But
Sure, it's on YouTube.
I'm sure it is. I'll probably check it out later.
I can't believe people are hating on it, calling it like too many commercials and shit.
What?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos and some other shit. People complaining that there were too many ads and shit like that.
What's wrong with people?
I know, right? And it's like they were all game ads. Like it was a game show, and they were showing all, and most of them were all world premieres or first looks or what, whatever you want to call it. Like if there's any better time to put that kind of stuff, that would be it.
It was a Switch commercial or a Wolfenstein commercial usually, or or a Rocket League commercial.
Yes, Rocket League. And
I mean,
then Bloodborne, right?
Yeah, it was games. I really didn't seem to care about it. I mean, it wasn't like we were watching like McDonald's and Ford and shit like that. But I mean, it was mainly all gaming shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why people would get upset. I mean, it did seem like it dragged on a little bit at times.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't have any really complaints.
Like I said, like I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would have enjoyed it as much, to tell you the truth, going into that, because of the sort of year we've had. You know what I mean? Like I thought for sure that this was not going to be what we think or hope it was going to be. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I was wrong. I really am. I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad I was able to enjoy this with everybody.
What I found is crazy is that with the year that we've had in gaming, being like PlayStation releasing just shit ton of exclusives, the Switch coming out and releasing a shit ton of exclusives, there was still enough to feel like that many world premieres for shit to come. Like,
yeah.
The only thing it showed me is that I'm going to be broke for a long time. Now,
yeah, I think a lot of those. I think a lot of those companies saved some of their releases for that.
Yeah, I think
as opposed to putting them with like the Xbox One X on EA EA. Wow, brain fart. Wow, we're still echoing, Graham.
Are you still echoing? Really? Like,
yeah.
I'm far away from the mic, dude. That is retarded.
E3.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a lot of other hardware. Like, there was a lot of PC hardware that launched this year, and there was a lot of other stuff that VR. Yeah. A lot of VR things came out. So I think a couple of the games companies were like, you know what? Let's save this till right before Christmas.
There we go. It should still be allowed to the stream, but I turned you guys down in my ears, and it seems like that did away with the echo. So
quality
content. Matrox 3C. I just think it's funny. Like, they really did outshine a lot of these bigger ones, and I don't know. Like I said, like I liked the what the fuck was it, the community driven commercials. I thought that was genius. I'd rather see that. You know,
those Warframe.
The Warframe commercials. Yeah. That was all community driven.
That was a smart idea, because yeah, I'm sure they came up with probably better stuff than the team could have come up with.
Well, yeah, because they kind of know the game the way they want to know it. You know, a little bit more
from the action side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like crowdfunding or crowd sourcing for stuff like that.
I really enjoyed the Death Stranding part because
Yeah.
that just left you wondering what the
What
hell
the
did I just
fuck?
watch?
What the fuck? Now I have to play this game. I have to. I gotta. What the fuck is that baby in that dude's chest? What the fuck? How can I not figure what the fuck that is?
Yeah.
Have to play that game.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
shit was insane, wasn't it? Like
That
I
was
felt,
fucking genius.
Bro, we were all like, "Yo, am I on some sort of drug trip?" Like, I want to know. I know. I was like freaking out, fucking with this shit, dude. I was like, "Yo, like, what the fuck is going on with this, dude?" That whole
Get the fuck
baby and
out.
his
That's
rib
pretty good,
cage
too.
and shit, dude. I was like, "Okay, fuck all that."
Those fucking like shoulder sensor thingamajiggers.
Yeah.
And okay, so what was with that guy in the cloak, right? And the helmet and he had the combat-y looking gear. But then he just disappeared and fucking nothing, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Because his thing, which was different, it centered in on the one that was behind the guy you were looking at, and then you look back, and then that thing kills the dude, and then everybody's gone except for the one guy. So what happened to that dude in the cloak?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
No idea. No fucking idea.
Nonsense. When is that game coming out?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But did it even have a date on that trailer?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember.
I think it said 2018.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it said 2018.
but I don't think it had like a month or anything. So who knows? That could be January or that could be fucking November.
Yeah. Man.
Trying to fix the internet for my kid for some reason. It's her console's messing up for whatever reason.
It's always something.
It is. Seems like it.
Hey, so
Hashtag console master
in
race.
the chat right now, I want to ask you guys, or for those that are watching right now, like, what is the most hype thing that you guys saw for this year's Game Awards? Like I said, I'm a very huge, very big fighting game fan. I love fighting games. It's probably like right up there with my top 3. And when I saw that Soul Calibur shit come down, dude, I was like, oh my god. Like, we haven't had a good Soul Calibur game in a while. The last one was like lackluster. Like, a lot of people liked and hate. It was like a love-hate relationship, kind of like this right here. Street Fighter V is a love-hate relationship. It's not, it's not bad, but it's not good. If that makes any sense. So.
Oh yeah, I've heard that or similar from many fighting game fanatics.
Yep. I've been
My brother including. Yeah, he's the same way. He loves Street Fighter, and he actually likes the game, but it's a horrible online multiplayer experience.
Yep.
It's laggy, it's buggy, it's all sorts of nonsense, and it's like you can't play a fighting game like that.
And I think that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like how the
Yeah,
fuck
like
can
that
you
was
miss
one
the
thing
mark
you should
on
have
this?
fixed before you launched the game. It would have been that. I mean, what are people supposed to do? Play the single player campaign over and over and over again?
Yeah. I thought it was weird that so many fucking people a lot of people carried issue with it. And rightfully so. Like rightfully so. They have every right to be pissed. But like a lot of people bought into it. You know what I mean? Like if you hated it that much, you shouldn't have been buying it. And I bought the game because I believe that Capcom was really trying to give us a good product, honestly. Like I was like, Capcom's always been, about the fighting game community. They've got the most tournaments funded. You know what I mean? Like they've damn near gone bankrupt because of us. And I figured let's get, me and Metro were on the same page on this. We're like, let's go ahead and support them. Let's see what they do. Let's put our chips in there and see what they can do for us since we are backing them. And then later we find out, like, that was probably the dumbest fucking thing we could have ever done. Like, it was like, really? Because, like, now you have companies like Arc System that are doing a better job with the online connections, with their Blaze Blue shit and their Guilty Gear, and coming up with their Dragon Ball Z game that looks absolutely phenomenal and plays really well. They're doing actually a lot more now for the fighting game community than fucking Capcom is. I mean, look at Capcom. They've lost so much money because of Street Fighter V that they're going to go back to a franchise that they hated making. Mega Man. Remember that shit? Like, remember that all the controversy that happened with the Blue Bomber way back in the early 2000s when beginning of YouTube?
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the fans?
Well, they wanted out of that kind of game altogether, right?
Yeah, they wanted out.
Yeah,
dude.
they
were like,
wanted
yo,
more
fuck.
of fighters and RPGs and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of fucking weird. Like, I was like, yo, like, hey.
I mean, I get it, but yeah, it is kind of strange.
See, I don't know anything about Soul Calibur 6 though.
I don't either, but it
I've
did
never,
look pretty.
I've never played a Soul Calibur fighting game.
Oh, I have played,
Really?
yeah.
Dude, Soul Calibur
Yeah.
is
They're
such a
great.
good fighter, yeah.
Like I said, I don't know
put-
about best 3D fighter because I
No,
think
I would say no. Like, so I put weapon fighters and regular fist-to-fist fighters in separate categories. I would say
fair enough.
this:
Let's see.
for best weapon fighter, it would go Guilty Gear and then fucking Soul Calibur.
I don't know, man.
On
I
a 3D,
think my
now, on a 3D spectrum, I would say fucking Soul Calibur definitely outshines. So,
I don't know. I think I put Final Fantasy. Oh shit.
You're thinking of
Dissidia.
Yeah, you're thinking of Dissidia.
I think I'd put Dissidia above Soul Calibur in terms
that's
of 3D fighting because
understandable.
I
It's gonna
think
be a
they got
beautiful
the 3D fighting better. Yeah, but as far as the other ones, all the rest of them, I
Yeah.
think Soul Calibur is the best 3D fighter.
Yeah, especially for console. Definitely for console, at least. Especially with the current lineups that are available to you right now as a gamer, like
Oh
there
yeah.
isn't a whole lot in that spectrum, right? Like there's 3D
No,
fighters that
they
have
went away
weapons in
from
them,
it.
and there's 2D, and there's like very few in those. So
Yeah, I mean there used to be a bunch of 3D fighters. There was Tekken, there was Soul Calibur, there was oh my god, Virtua Fighter, and tons of other ones like the Dead or Alive. But they kind of dwindled. People lost interest in them, I guess,
yeah,
and all the biggies started moving back towards 2D. We'll see.
yep.
No, I with fighters, when it comes to those, I quit playing them. I really played them faithfully in the arcade, and then when they went to kind of the arcades kind of went away, or maybe I quit going to them. I would play like Mortal Kombat at home.
Yeah.
And it was basically mainly just me and my friends playing side by side, just playing with each other. And then from after the first couple of Mortal Kombats, I just quit playing fighters altogether.
Yeah.
Because once I went online, I knew that I tried one online and I realized that you have to be a little bit
something
better. Yeah, like those people are really serious about their fighting games.
Oh yeah.
And they're really good, and I'm not. So I quit. I just quit messing with them altogether. I just recently bought Street Fighter V, and I don't know. I might look to Soul Calibur 6 if I end up getting into Street Fighter.
Tekken Tag, I think, was the last fighter I actually played.
Well, what's funny is I bought Tekken and Tekken 7 and I bought Injustice 2, but the only thing I did with Tekken was just play the campaign part.
Yeah.
And then haven't touched it since because I already know going online, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 5 came out after Tekken Tag, huh?
I don't know.
I think so. Because I don't think 5 ever came out on PS2.
Like I said, I never even
that
heard
might have
of
been the last one. Yeah. But before
Now-
that, it was Tekken Tag with my brother on the PS2 at the house.
People are saying now. I've never played these games, so I don't know what they even are. But people are saying that From Software thing that we missed
We got
isn't
bodied.
Bloodborne 2, but it's actually Tenchu.
Oh God. What?
Ooh. Say what now?
Wait,
Because
wait,
they
wait,
said
wait.
they say From Software owns the licensing to Tenchu now. And
So we might be looking at a Tenchu 3?
Oh
Yes.
my goodness,
Dude, that would be fucking killer!
bro.
but the
Tenchu?
only downside about that is that it's going to
PlayStation only?
yeah, it'll be PlayStation only.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Fuck!
That
It could
I don't
be-
care. I have a PlayStation, so
I
I'm
know.
good.
Fuck you all.
He doesn't. Well, we'll tell you how it is, okay?
That's all right. When
Bro,
PlayStation 5 comes
Tenshu,
out, I'll get a
Jesus.
PlayStation 4, and I'll get, because right now I've got a PS2, and I've got Tenchu 2, and I've got all sorts of Armored Cores and shit like that.
So do I.
And I
Yeah.
got my girlfriend's PS3, so I could technically play PS3 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, once the PS4 is like $100 on Craigslist, I'll get one and I'll play it.
They said, I mean, whatever that person said in that trailer, that the saying that was in that trailer is exact. Somebody like was able to figure out that was the exact same saying that somebody said in Tenchu 2. So it might actually either be a Tenchu 2 remaster or remake, or a Tenchu
possibly
3.
a third one. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
I don't
they
know,
always
I mean,
like to do that kind of shit.
Well, they probably want to. I mean, I could imagine like From Software, the way the way Bloodborne looked and stuff, and the way that a lot of their games do look, is being able to remaster a fully rebuild a PS2 game onto the PS4.
Yeah.
It would look amazing. And From
I,
Software is another great developer.
I wish they would do more with Armored Core.
Tenshu. Yeah, you know what? They said it's not dead. Did you?
No, they actually, they've
I
actually
was like,
hinted
oh
that
my
an Armored
God!
Core might be coming.
Armored Core, baby. Fucking love.
But-
Of course, it's going to be PlayStation only, though. So
Yes, but again,
Get fucked
you're not.
again.
Yeah,
No,
but again,
not
you're not going to like that.
necessarily. Not
Oh,
necessarily.
it is though, because
No, because
PlayStation has.
they have
what I'm
Armored
saying is
Core. I'm just saying they have Armored
PlayStation-
Core on Xbox. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but PlayStation has a deal with them to have 3 to 4 exclusives, and they've only done one for them.
But
They've
does-
already signed a deal for 3 to 4 exclusives with From Software.
now, does the exclusives count if they're like solely exclusive, or is it timed exclusivity? Is that the deal? Is that actually
No, the
speculated?
the deal is full on exclusivity, like Bloodborne.
I'm going to tell you right now, dude. Armored Core will not sell that well on the PlayStation. It hasn't. Like I'm like literally part of the small group of people that even know what
no,
fucking Armored
4
Core is.
sold pretty good. 4 Answer sold pretty good.
4
I think
Answer
don't
was
know,
their
that's
top
selling
rated,
one.
dude. 5 and
I
5
know,
Epic Day
because
was
5 sucked ass, and that's
Yeah.
the
I'm
problem. Like, if they
I'm
had
gonna
made
actually go
5
on
like
here.
4 Answer, that it would have sold a shitload better.
I'm gonna go on here and see if Brim is telling the truth, because we just can't trust Brim anymore.
yeah, yeah.
What is it called? Armored Core?
Yeah, 4 Answer is the last one before
That
5.
was the best one. That was the
gar-
best
yeah.
one on PlayStation.
Was the most tweaked and tuned, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
I haven't been able to find it, dude. I'm so fucking furious. The one Armored Core game I wanted for PS3, and I can't fucking find it. I'll have to like order it on Amazon or eBay or something.
Let's see. Trying to see the numbers for Armored Core, because I've never even heard of Armored Core.
What?
It's
Remember,
it's a cult classic because
Yeah.
Remember
it never sells
last
great.
generation, I was playing like barely anything because I was working so damn much. I mean, I was working my
Well, it's
ass
been
yeah,
out.
that's right.
It's
I
been a
forgot.
series since PS1 though.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
yes.
mean, back then, I had back then, whenever I was a kid and playing the PS1 and PS2, I had like a set type of game that I would play, or games that I would play, and I wouldn't like venture out of my comfort zone. So, whenever Armored Core has never sold 1 million copies.
I know. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell
I would
you.
have bet that.
But
Only
wait a minute,
a small
though.
group of people
But
have
it
ever.
keeps going.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Armored Core, Master of Arena, Armored Core Nexus,
I
Project
have all of them.
Phantasma,
I have all of them.
Silent Line, Armored Core 5, Armored Core 2, Armored Core 2 and 3,
PS1, PS2.
all sold
yeah.
better on PlayStation than they did on Xbox.
But this is what I'm trying to say is they get better combined sales than they do single sales.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
That's
like,
what I'm
I
trying to
mean,
say. Yeah. If they
the
limit
whole-
it to one platform, dude, like it's not gonna get the numbers that they deserve,
The whole series altogether has only sold 5 million copies.
which is sad. It's really really sad.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of understandable because the first 3 were really clunky.
Really? 'Cause
They
I
had-
didn't
yeah,
think they were
because
that
they hadn't-
bad.
All the way up to even at 3, they defaulted you to the controls where, oh man, it was super funky because like 2 of your shoulder buttons would strafe you, I believe, and the other 2 would turn or something. Or no, the D-pad ones, the left and right would turn, but strafe was on your shoulders, and up and down was on the shoulders.
Yeah, you had
And
to
like,
press.
and, yeah, it was some weird shit.
You had to press
Three-
left and right D-pad, not D-pads, but shoulder pads to balance out your controls. Circle was your right arm, square was your left arm, triangle was switching on shoulders for
and X
back
was
weapons. Like, I don't know, I got used to it.
Starting with 3, though, they let you use the analog stick, so you could set it up like a shooter, and then your shoulders became fire, boost, and whatever else you wanted.
Tenchu was actually even a more sold even worse than Armored Core.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Well,
like,
they did only have 2 games.
The whole series of
Tenchu? No, they had more than that, bro.
No, they had Tenchu 2, Birth
No, bro, they
Tenchu,
had more than that.
they had Tenchu Stealth Assassins, Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, Tenchu 2, Tenchu Z, Tenchu Return from Darkness, Tenchu Shadow Assassins, Tenchu Fatal Shadows. I mean, there's a lot.
So those were like PSP and shit like that, though. They only had like
Tenchu
3
Z was
on the
Xbox
actual
360.
PS2, right?
No, Tenchu
No,
Z
there
was
was one.
Oh, it was Xbox. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
Okay,
Tenchu
but,
Wrath of Heaven was a remake of Tenchu 1. It was a remaster.
The whole series has only sold 4.8 million copies. I don't know. That's going to be interesting, I guess.
Here's the
They're
thing,
good.
though.
They're good series, though. So.
But here's the thing, though. Like, so there's one thing that they all have in common, right? From software, is they didn't have really good marketing at all, if anything.
No.
They didn't have any adverts. Like, you literally walked into your old school brick and mortar stores, like a Blockbuster or like a Hastings or a Best Buy. And it was like a surprise. It was like, oh, look, they have an entire kiosk dedicated to fucking Tenchu. And you're like, whoa, what's this? Like, there was like no ads to it whatsoever. Like, there was nothing. The last game that was actually adverted from software that did okay was Wrath of Heaven. And that was coming out, that was a remaster of the very first game, and it looked beautiful. Like, it's literally a beautiful fucking game. If no one's ever heard of Tenchu or Armored Core, like, you deserve to fucking just go and treat yourself to these series. Like, these franchises are extremely well made. I fucking love them. I mean, if they only show up on PlayStation, then so be it.
Armored Core is some of the best mech combat in any game ever.
I know, dude, and somehow fucking Mech Warrior of all games get fucking
I can get it because Mech Warrior is more of a simulation, right? And I can understand how some people might prefer a simulation over a more actiony game. But if you like more actiony games, Armored Core has the best mech combat that's ever been done in a game that I've ever played.
Yeah.
It's the smoothest, especially the farther along they got, the less clunky the controls got, and the smoother and faster the game got. Until it peaked at 4 Answer, which was just
4 Answer was one of my favorite. That was like my favorite Armored Core of last generation. Last
quick
generation,
boosting
that
all
shit
around
was badass.
and shit like that. Yeah, dude,
you
that
had
was fun as
sideburners
fuck.
too. You had like fucking quick sideburners on each one. You had you had a better selection of radiators to choose from to keep your shit from overheating. I mean, they really went all out in that game. I loved Armored Core.
It's unfortunate it's on PS3 because that'd be hard to port.
4 Answer is also on 360, wasn't it? I could have sworn it was.
Can't remember.
I don't know
But either way, 5 was was just shitty. And they haven't done another one since then.
I have 5 in Verdict Day. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like how they scaled the robots down.
No, and they put it's like a track shooter. You can't go outside of the, like, I'm on this road and you literally cannot do anything that's outside of that road.
Yeah.
You can go up and down, left and right, but you got to stay on the road. Yeah, it's all sorts of nonsense. Like 4 Answer was the best. If you only play one, then get either like 3, 4, or 4 Answer. Any one of those 3 are great. But it definitely peaked at 4 Answer.
Now that I actually have a lot more time on my hands, I really hope that they start bringing back, like, remaking some of these older games like that. So
I want to see them.
Now that I'm willing to open my mind up to them.
Yeah.
That I think that it'd be fun to actually,
the story in the first couple was great. It made it worth playing the clunky ass controls.
Yeah.
Because it was a crazy ass story. It was a typical fucking, like anime type story, but it was all sorts of full of nonsense.
But it also made you want to complete the game because you had literally hundreds, if not thousands, of items in that game to unlock.
Sure.
So
and there's different paths through the missions and different endings and shit. Like the first one, this is like a 1999 game, and this thing had like, oh my god, it was like 30,000 parts or 25,000 parts, several hundred missions, 4 different pathways, like 3 you could take in the beginning, which then if you beat all 3 of them, that unlocked a 4th one.
Yeah.
And so there were 4 different endings to the game depending on which path you took. Like, this was a 1999 game, and the missions were wide open spaces that you could fly around in, or sometimes they were like, you know, narrow corridors underground that went into big like factories and shit. It was fucking awesome.
Dude, I loved so here's the crazy shit, right? It was pretty much a story, like I'll give everybody the gist of the story. It's major corporations trying to take control over trade routes and the people. So like the more people favor that each corporation got, the more mech pilots that they would receive, and so
you were mercenaries.
You were mercenaries, and you had to take over certain sections of each corporation's fucking trade routes and shit. So you'd have to go into a certain corporation's like stockpiles that were being guarded by other mech pilots or AC pilots. Or they call them Ravens. So you'd be going against other Ravens in this game, and they were AI controlled, obviously, but the story, the way they were doing, like each Raven had its own personality. The build of the Raven matched your personality. That's what I loved about the game. So you literally had an endless amount of color picking, you had an endless amount of combinations of parts to literally design your own shit.
If you love min-maxing, this is the game, because you can spend forever trying out different part combinations and tuning them differently and doing all sorts of... I mean, I would spend hours.
Bro, I nerded out so heavily in Armored Core that when I was recording videos on it, like many years ago, like especially like for Answer, like I had an insect fucking clan. We were called the Wasps or whatever, the Yellow Jackets. Bro, like it was stupid. It was just retarded. We all looked like fucking wasps. And we all fucking took out people. Like, we had a heavy, we had a few fucking, a few fast mechs where they're lightweights, where all they did was blade. I mean, the game was awesome, dude. Like, I loved For Answer. That was like my favorite pastime on the PS3, to tell you the truth, next to Call of Duty. I mean, that was the only other game that I played as much. And the competitions that From Software threw, like, that was another goddamn shame, dude. Like, the online community never heard of them because they never fucking advertised for it. And they had one competition that was $50,000 prize pool that nobody fucking knew about, dude. It was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, seriously. Like, I guarantee you tell a bunch of gamers that there's a $50,000 prize pool, they're gonna show up, you know what I mean? So...
Bruh, that's a new epic rig.
Doritos and Mountain Dew, you don't even know.
Right?
Hey, Shane's back. Hey, everything okay?
Guess who's back?
No, I was fighting with the pharmacy on the phone.
Okay, let me turn you up because we were having technical difficulties earlier. All right, so you need to go up to 100%. All right, say something, Shane.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was fighting with the pharmacy on the phone because they want like $180-something for my cholesterol medication.
And you're like,
nice.
No?
I'm like, you know what kind of drugs you can buy with $180? I mean, if I got to spend that kind of money on drugs, it wouldn't be for cholesterol shit. I mean... Anyways, though, I got it straightened out now. It's $20, so I'm here.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. As long as you get your shit straightened out, we're just talking about the possibilities of Tenchu coming back and along with Armored Core, so that's pretty cool.
As an exclusive
for PlayStation,
it will be, yeah.
I'm a whole
well, theoretically, we don't know, but most likely, yes. One, they are always, well, not always, but they were PlayStation-only titles for a long time.
I look at it this way.
And two, From has them,
if From Software advertises this shit properly, I could see it really blowing up. Like, I think it'll revitalize the games. But they gotta fucking advertise. They can't be the stupid-ass fuckers that don't want to blow money on advertising. They can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, these are not games that you could just be like, oh, we're going to release it as a surprise and not let nobody know about them. Because that 3 million or 5 million max sales are all from word of mouth. People trying to get each other into those games. And it's hard to get people into those games when nobody knows about them. You know what I mean? Like, Rambo just said he's never heard of this shit. So
I know, right?
I mean,
I don't know how.
That's a good example. Like, because I'm looking at it this way. Like, Rambo's a PlayStation fan, and I'm thinking, as a PlayStation fan, man, you
Dude, that
should
was a
fucking know
PlayStation
about this shit.
icon. That was like PS owners knew about Armored Core and Tenchu and shit. That was how you used to know if somebody owned like a PS2. They knew about, even if they don't own those games, they usually knew about them.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Armored Core would do pretty well on PC.
Oh, I think it would too.
Would blow up.
Yeah,
it would blow up. It would fucking go bananas,
if
dude.
it was done right, yeah, it would fucking Shrek. Because there hasn't been any. I mean, Hawken was okay.
Yeah,
MechWarrior
was
Online
right.
is.
It was okay.
MechWarrior Online is alright, but they've had problems.
Well, dude, because the team can't keep from fucking stealing money, dude.
I know,
and they've
right?
killed, dude.
God.
They killed their fucking community. I go on that shit
yeah, when
nowadays, it's like dead, dude.
I remember I was there and I didn't buy a founders pack, but I was in the closed beta, and I remember when the dudes who bought, because there were founders packs for over $100.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of guys that bought that, and then they were talking about a lot of the stuff that they were getting from the pack was going to be basically everybody would get it, and dude, they were pissed.
Yep.
But
they're trying their best to get their community to come back, because there's only like a max output of like 1,000 players now. And when that game first launched, dude, I remember that shit was packed. There was like 500,000 people logged in.
And I only wanted 2 mechs, and fucking I stopped playing right before they launched them both.
Yeah.
Fucking Shadowcat and Vulture. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, Shadowcat was my jam too, dude. I liked Shadowcat.
Right?
That was like the main one I played.
With a fucking like ERPPC on one hand and a fucking like chain gun on the other, bro. You were golden.
Yep. You didn't
jump
really need
jets
a whole
and
lot.
shit with a what was it? MASC.
Yep.
Was the booster that you could engage, but it would pump out your heat like a ton.
Yep. It was the best. It was the best on cooling too.
Oh, I could wreck with that shit.
Yep. And when you do the all firing, when you do all chambers, dude, like it barely heat. Like compared to everybody else, it barely heated up at all.
Yeah, because you weren't like packed with lasers and missiles and shit. It works out.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It would be awesome if they released it on PC. I'd be happy with For Answer on PC.
Dude, I want to see them fucking bring back some of the old schools, dude. Like Ninebreaker was the shit. I love Ninebreaker.
I never played that one.
Ninebreaker was. Do you remember Nineball? He was like the main dude, like you had to kill. Nineball was like the villain in almost all of them, and you later found out that Nineball you actually killed in Silent Line, and everybody.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Nineball after you killed him in Silent Line, like he was like the main issue as to why these corporations were starting shit with each other, because he would bring back false information and shit.
And then didn't somebody clone him or something?
Yeah, they cloned him.
Yeah.
They cloned. Well, they didn't really clone him. What it was, they put his brain through the systems operation.
Right.
And that's how you found out that like you weren't really fighting him as a person, you were fighting him as his thought, pretty much his brain.
Right.
So I remember that.
Crazy
so Ninebreaker was pretty much an arena based around him. So everybody that carried the same sort of fighting spirit, I guess, was Ninebreaker's main motif. It was like a giant arena brawler. I wish they would like remaster that and put it on PC. Shit. I know a ton of people that would love to play that game. But, yeah, man. I miss these games. I really want to see them do good again, and I want to see From Software bring back Tenchu. Like, fuck, remaster Tenchu Z and let everybody else play that as a buy once MMO or some shit, because that game was epic. That game didn't get hardly any love because it didn't get any sort of advertising love whatsoever. Like, I think Microsoft had it on, like, I think they advertised it, like, once or twice for the 360, and that was it. Like, that's all they got. And same with Silent Line and some of the other Armored Core games. They didn't get a whole lot of love either on screen. They got, like, maybe 1 or 2 adverts, and that was it.
which was a shame because they could have just put the opening sequence from any one of them as a trailer, and it would have been fucking epic.
Yep. Man, so any other games to talk about tonight, guys?
No, just the PlayStation Experience is happening. Let's see, in 10 minutes.
Wait.
Now they're not doing a.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not doing a like quote unquote conference like where they come out and they show games or whatever. They're doing like more of like like how Xbox did their Gamescom.
Yeah.
But I guess we're maybe going to give some dates for some games, and there's possibly going to be some new games being shown off. So we don't really know.
Yeah.
Only thing I know is that like PlayStation just simply right now with all their exclusives coming out are just breaking me. They've seriously taken the games console to its literal meaning.
Yeah.
They did though say not PlayStation, but the early numbers show that the NPDs for what's it called for November.
Yeah.
So even though Xbox released and had this, all this other stuff, that the PlayStation actually won November.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, so I mean, it just shows that like right now, I think to me, PlayStation, everybody's talking about like I don't know why some people are talking about PS5
already
because it shows to me like I mean, well the Xbox guys they're like talking about like the PlayStation's gonna be getting that PS5 soon, and I'm like they have no reason to. Like they're gonna ride the coat train of the PS4 as long as they possibly can.
Well, coming from a business standpoint, that's the best. That'd be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there really isn't a point for them to actually, like, jump into another, what's it called, another console. Like, I just don't see a reason for them to actually do something stupid like that. It'll be interesting, though. I mean, because if it continues to go like it is, I mean, 4 years later, it's still selling, I mean, like, wildfire. At this point, it's going to become like GTA 5, where basically people just buy it just to buy it.
Yeah.
But I like with them, it's going to be interesting to see, I guess, what they do with it. Like, because I think they might hold on to see if it continues this way to see if it can actually beat the PS2.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be cool though to see again. I mean, because we were all like back in the PS2, but to be able to see a console get to that point again, because at one time we were all thinking that console gaming might be dying off, but to see another one like become like even outsell the PS2 at 150 some million would be pretty impressive after thinking last gen might be the last gen.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm glad. I'd be happy to see console gaming continue, dude. Like, I don't care who's selling #1 personally. Like, I just want to see it continue. I don't want to see it dead. Because if it's dead, dude, like, we're going to suffer greatly on the PC about what happens with business practices and whatnot. We won't have a situation where gamers are speaking up anymore. You know what? Like, I want to see a console generation again, you know?
Yeah, the reason why I bring up like that is just because that from where we were last generation, where we were like everybody was talking about consoles are probably going to die off, and they thought even the launching of PS4 and Xbox One would be like the last generation. It would be like basically the end of the console gaming. They just weren't popular, and to see how PlayStation's still selling so well, to me it's reinvigorating that we are going to get continue on with the console gaming, and I'm glad with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody told me in one of my groups that he saw like the picture of my consoles. He's like, with all that money, you could have bought a PC. And I was like, yeah, but I sold my damn GPU because I said I was on there, and I was like, it just doesn't do it for me. He's like, what? You can play it in a better frame rate and I'm like, I don't give a shit about frame rate and resolution and all that kind of shit like that. Like, to me, a game is just fun or it's not fun. And to me, I was like, I can be on PC, sure, and I guess that would wipe out the reason for maybe half of my consoles. But all those Nintendo games and all those PlayStation games, I can't get on my PC. So Like at that point, like what's the point in like ditching all my consoles for PC if the real main thing is those PlayStation games for me?
Yeah.
These people, like, I don't know, for some reason they think if you spend a lot of money, then you there's no reason why you shouldn't go to PC. It's like, but that's not really, like, there's other reasons to the game besides to game for the higher frame rates.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all about preference, though, right? Like,
People don't understand that, though.
I think it's funny, like, a lot of these guys think that preference can still be wrong. And it's like, no. Like, preference is preference. You don't get to dictate who is wrong about their preference. Like, you don't have that. I mean, you can sit there and talk shit in a video all day, right? Like, you could run your mouth and try to bring someone down, but at the end of the day, your opinion does not overtake somebody else's preference, and that's the fact. Simple as that.
It can't, yeah. I mean, there's no way that... And the other thing is, like, I mean... I get if I was one that was, like, talking about, well, I would go to PC, but they're too expensive. Well, then I could maybe see, you know, like, somebody pointing out, well, hey, you spent $2,000 on consoles. Well, you know, how is it?
That's enough to get a PC.
Yeah.
So why are you saying PC is too expensive?
Yeah,
right.
I've never once said like PC gaming is expensive or anything like that. But and people are still somehow tripping out with.
Yeah, that's retarded.
It's just it's crazy to me. I mean, I guess there's those PC fanboys the same as there are everything else, but it bothers the hell out of me that people just can't seem to understand. Some people just might not prefer to game on a PC.
Yeah, I mean,
Means you're just fucking weird.
I've never, like, we've spoken up against that. We've said anybody who says PC gaming is expensive and yet they own every fucking console, like, they have every right to be called out. You know what I mean? Like, you have every right to be pissed at that point, because that makes no sense to me either. And Rambo's never once said that was okay to be like that. He's never said he's given up PC gaming because it's too expensive. He just said it's not as immersive for him as it is on console. He likes his console experiences, and that's fine. He shouldn't be faulted for that. And if somebody, and I respect people more when they're honest, instead of saying, "Oh, well, PC gaming is just expensive," because that's just being dishonest as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, because a 1050 Ti would run basically close to PS4, a base PS4, or a base Xbox One as far as frame rate and resolution.
Yeah.
And that's like what, $129? Like, I mean, it's
like that, yeah.
Like so damn cheap to really get into. So I mean, it would be very, I guess, dishonest of me or anybody to say that PC gaming is expensive. That's just an excuse. For most
it totally
people.
is. Yeah, it totally is. If they just sit there and say PC gaming's excuse is it's too expensive and that's all they're gonna roll with, I mean, then make YouTube videos and you have every right to criticize at that point. You know what I mean? Especially if it comes into the form of a conversation about discrediting platforms. And let's face it, that's like 90% of the fucking YouTube community. Discrediting platforms is good and all, as long as you're factual about it. You know what I mean? But don't sit there and put it, like I said, you don't get to put in your own preferences to discredit somebody. I mean, just because I like PC doesn't mean that PC is for everybody. You know what I mean? And even I can understand that. But now, if somebody sits there, like I said, if somebody says, "Hey, PC gaming's too expensive. I don't like this platform because it's got all of its issues." And they own, say, like 6 fucking Xbox Ones, then I'm going to be like, hey, there's something wrong with this picture here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You dumbass.
Like, you want to be fucking retarded? Okay, well, I'll get criticized, bitch. Like, deal with it. Now, if somebody sits there and says, hey, PC gaming is not for me. I prefer this platform, or, if they're honest about it and stuff, and they're not trying to discredit platforms, then by all means, let them have their fun. They're not harming anybody.
No, I have so many people like on my. I mean, everybody knows like I prefer the PlayStation or whatever, but so many people on my Twitter feed that they're some of my good friends, and they all prefer like their Xbox, but they play the PlayStation for like exclusives. And not once have we ever clashed or anything because we've never trashed it. We don't trash each other for the fact that you prefer something different. Like
you fucking console peasant.
It just makes no sense to me to to complain about what somebody prefers.
Well, Rambo's a peasant, but that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
so, let's not confuse that.
Like, I can't stand that you like Coke, you motherfucker. Like, what? Like,
Fucking Pepsi peasant.
yeah. That's just weird to me that people are so damn hell-bent on trashing other people's likes and dislikes.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's fucking weird. It really is. Like, it makes no sense. It's never made sense. Like I said, like the stipulations that I've stated, like that, I believe in that. Like, if you could go along with common sense and logic, and you understand the differences between people's opinions and versus their preferences, and how they can't really cancel each other out when it comes to subjective opinion and preference, then I mean, if you even understand that an opinion and a preference is subjective, then you're already ahead of the game.
Yep.
That's like the core thing at the end of the day. So, and then Shane, he's a quiet motherfucker. He's masturbating right now into a bowl of spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti is ready. Oh man.
He really isn't there, is he?
I don't know where
Fucking
he
Shane.
went. I don't know where he went.
This guy.
This
He's
fucking-
having problems with his cholesterol.
Right.
His cholesterol raised whenever the pharmacy told him that.
Bro.
That's crazy. Like, to me, that's insane. Like, with how pharmacies can charge that, or not really pharmacies, but how drug companies can charge that.
Right?
Like, I don't understand how that.
That shouldn't
it's
even be
usually-
right, dude. Like, that
it's
shouldn't
usually
even be
very-
okay.
Yeah, it's usually like the most important medication are the ones that are the most expensive, and it's like it's almost like they get to dictate if you live or die based on their pricing,
They shouldn't be allowed
which is
to.
insane to me.
Yeah,
No, they
shouldn't
should
be allowed
not.
to do that. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, I still can't believe that shit. I'm like, dude, like, really?
Dude, we're not gonna be on that late. Fuck
No.
that.
Was what like?
When PSX is over,
Oh no, I don't.
because that's
wouldn't
gonna run a
think.
couple hours, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't know,
Or
but I would
maybe
imagine,
an hour. I don't know, but yeah,
I would imagine it runs at least a couple of hours. But
yeah.
Yo, I'm glad I'm playing this game again. It's been a while since I played a good, Street Fighter game with my boy here. We'll
we'll have to play together.
Yeah, definitely. I hope they fucking fix the connection, bro, between the PlayStation and PC. Because the reason why I stopped playing was because of that, dude. Like, that shit was ridiculous. Me and Titanfall tried to play once on her stream, and it was all right at the beginning, and then between her internet and my shit acting up, like, it was acting like it was catching up into the fight. You know what I mean? Like, it would fast forward, and then
that would suck.
and then it glitched out on us, and it was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool at all. Not with.
Yeah. It's fucking retarded. Like, that's one thing I hate about Capcom's online shit is the only thing they do well is Monster Hunter. Everything else sucks when it comes to online connections. Which again, Monster Hunter's coming around the corner. I can't wait, baby. Like, I love hunting Rathians. That's like my favorite thing to hunt in that game. I mean, I know everybody else is for the bigger game, but as a solo hunter, Rathian and Rathalos are my favorites. Just because A, they're dragons, and B, they just look absolutely gorgeous. And their armor is like the best looking thing ever, so. Yin Kutkus are too easy. Giant Raptor, anything that's a Giant Raptor is pretty much easy as fuck. What's that one that they're gonna be? I think they're bringing in I think they're gonna bring in the Castle Siege, which I hope they do. That's gonna be fun, especially if you got people that know what they're doing. I played a lot
That's
of.
asking for a lot, Brem.
I know. Well, it's coming out for PC, so we're gonna be good on that. You know what I mean, Pete? Like, we know people on PC know how to fucking play these games, so.
Just got to get a small, dedicated group of them.
Yeah, and we'll go hunting. Like, I could play Monster Hunter all night. Like, I'll seriously, like, when that game launches, and if I have the money for it, and if all my friends are getting it, like, dude, I will not sleep again. Like, that shit is addicting. I love Monster Hunter. Like, and the reason why I don't play it on my PSP is because my PSP has issues. Running properly without the door trying to come open when I press up on the D-pad, which is weird. I've never,
Why don't you just buy another one, dude?
Because it's fucking annoying.
They're so cheap on Craigslist, though.
How much are they?
I don't know. Last time I checked, you get them for like 60 to 80 bucks, and they were usually already hacked and had games on them and everything.
Really?
I'm sure Vitas are dirt cheap now too, and I think you can even get Monster Hunter, all of them on the store.
Well, see, like, I was emulating it to back up, because I own them all on PSP. Like, I own every single one on PSP. And,
on the network?
Yeah. So
you should be able to get it on the Vita then.
Because I fucking, no, I got the hard disk. I don't have the... So so there for a good minute, I was emulating them, and you could play them online with your friends when they're emulated, which I thought was really cool. So that was how I was getting my Monster Hunter fix. But the thing is it's hard to get people to be dedicated to play with you and mesh well with you, because that game requires a lot of skill and a lot of perfect timing situations. Sure. So Rambo, if you do get into Monster Hunter, I'm gonna let you know now. You better have somebody that knows what they're doing, or you're gonna get face rolled by one of the easiest monsters to hunt in that game, and that's a Yin Kit Ku.
Well, I did pre-order it, but I don't know anybody who actually is going to play it.
Do we know if this is going to be cross-platform, Rambo, or no?
It's not going to be. I don't know if it's going to be cross-platform with PC or not. I don't know.
Because that would be.
I know it won't be with Xbox, but I don't know. It might be with PC because PlayStation does have a pretty good relationship with. I say relationship with PC, but I mean they have a pretty good standing with crossplay, so it could, since there's really not a.
It's not a heavy duty game. Yeah,
it's not really a shooting aspect where there'd be an unfair advantage.
I mean, it's really kind of like a miniature World of Warcraft, really.
So there definitely might be a crossplay aspect to it.
Should be pretty easy to get the two. I mean, even if it doesn't look quite as good as it does on PC or whatever.
Well, the funny thing is, I think it
should mesh up pretty well online.
I think it's hilarious that they're willing to put this on console, considering that Malaysia's had it for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just so funny to think about. Like these countries, Japan, China, Korea, they've had this game for literally years, and for almost a decade actually, and now
we just got bad ports.
Yeah. now we're gonna put these on ports, and it's not gonna be free like it was in Asia. Which is kind of unfortunate because it was free. It was a free to play in Asia, where all you had to pay for was cosmetic items. You never paid for any weapons or anything. It was all cosmetics. So, if you're a weeaboo, then play the Asia version. But whatever. At least we're getting it, and there's no monthly fee, so I'm happy with that. So I'll be good.
Yeah.
Anything to talk about? Anything Twitter happening?
Twitter's been kind of quiet.
It was a holiday.
There was a lot of people it was kind of funny that the Xbox guys were kept on tweeting out going, Horizon Zero Dawn didn't win anything. Am I going? Remind me again what Xbox won? Oh, that's right.
Horizon Zero Dawn did win 2 things, if I'm correct.
Yeah, no, they didn't they? Oh no, they were nominated. No, they were nominated for almost everything. And didn't win anything.
Yeah, they didn't win anything, but I just thought it was funny, why are you celebrating a game you didn't win? The only thing you care about is that PlayStation didn't. It's just so weird to me that people are that damn invested.
Yeah, it wasn't a PlayStation title that won Best Game of the Year or whatever. That's all.
Yeah, so they were happy. I was to me, that's just crazy to me. To me, I don't know. These people are way too invested and emotionally tied to these fucking consoles. It's just so crazy that you can get there. I don't know.
Yeah. Here's the thing though, right? What is it that they would take pride in when they don't buy their games? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Seriously, when you think about it, what is there to take pride in if you didn't buy a Cuphead, or if you didn't buy a Forza Horizon, 2 or 3 or a Motorsport 6 and 7. Like, if you didn't buy these games, why should it matter that anything Microsoft does wins anything at all? And why would you shit on a PlayStation or a Nintendo title when you had no actual reasons to go and play those games? I mean, let's face it, it's not like these guys actually have any reasons to support the titles that we support. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm the one. I went out and bought Quantum Break. I went out and bought fucking Cuphead. I pre-ordered Cuphead. Fuck, I was excited as fuck for that game, and I still love that game. Have I beaten it yet? No, but I love the fucking aesthetics that it has. I love the soundtrack. I mean, I just don't get it, dude. Like, I really don't get it. Fucking even Metroxix has more reasons to be proud of something because he went out and supported it. You know what I mean? He went out and bought that shit in its launch month. So, like, to sit there and to play it off like, oh, well, you know, Sony didn't really win anything. Ha, ha, ha. It's like, wait, and I ask these guys, are you really going to put Cuphead as a Microsoft fucking exclusive that won? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's bullshit. Now, I would understand it if Cuphead sold majority on the Xbox One, then we'd be in agreement. But it didn't. In fact, it did abysmal in comparison to Steam sales. In fact, the first reward, if you guys remember correctly, the brothers thanked Valve before anything. The Valve community supported that game like you wouldn't fucking believe. And that was their first thank you. Their second reward was from Microsoft. And that was mainly because of the funds. So, I mean, come on. The Xbox community is so up its own ass, it's ridiculous, dude. That's all it is.
It's insane, really. Like, I don't know. They're just so. It's just I think it's the word is asinine. I'm looking for. Like, they're just.
Yeah.
There's really no words for how they behave.
No. They want to praise themselves. They want to pat themselves on the back for Cuphead when they have no business doing so. They didn't support the game. I was proud of it because I've played the game. I've experienced it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And to sit there and it's just so silly to me, dude. It's so stupid. It really is.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
I mean, you probably go look at half the people like cheering on Cuphead or even that Forza that won Best Racer, and go look at their profiles, and Cuphead and Forza never pop up on their damn profile.
Exactly.
And it's like, how do you're just cheering simply because it's on Xbox? Like, is that how? I don't know. To me, like, Game Awards and stuff like that mean a little bit more to me because I really don't give a shit about games I didn't play because I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
But I mean, the ones that I played, I'm a little bit more focused on and stuff like that. And I'm not looking at it like, oh, I want Horizon to win because it's a PlayStation game. I was like, I want Horizon to win because I played it. It was a great game, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
And you believe that it got what it, and you believe that it was worth more than what a lot of people thought.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I mean,
that's fine.
It's crazy.
It's on your platform. You paid for that game. You supported it. You've beaten it. You have every reason to have the opinion that you have, right? Right. So, like, in fact, I would even say that. Let's say take it a step further because I haven't beaten Cuphead yet. You would have a more valid opinion about the game than I do because you have beaten it. So, I mean, I could easily, say that and be fully confident in it because it's right. I mean, I am right. I have to. I've told people before I have to be right. Like, I am somebody that I don't like dealing with opinions usually when it comes to debating. Like, I have to be right on stances based on the fact that usually people I debate only ever want to use their opinions. They don't want to use facts. So, I mean, and this is one of those things. This is simple. This is one of those things where the communities have spoken up for these games, regardless if we agree with it or not. I mean, you and I, like, we all were like, fucking PUBG better not make it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, we're like, fuck that game.
Dude, that's all we cared about,
entirety.
Bro.
Yeah.
All we fucking cared about. Just don't let PUBG win. Just don't let PUBG win.
What was crazy is so many people, like, some of these Xbox guys are like, well, what's the big deal? Like, if it wins, like, how does that hurt you? And I'm like, it's not about hurting me. I said, again, I don't give a shit because it's on Xbox or whatever. Like, it just doesn't deserve to be there. It's a fucking game that isn't even a fucking game. It hasn't even got the accolades for, like, it. They said it's changed the face of gaming. It's
No,
changed
it
gaming as we
hasn't.
know it. And I'm like, what?
really
I was like, it was a copy of a copy of a copy, and it just became popular. That's it. That's the only thing it's done.
Yep.
I'm like, it's not like we've
Changed
never
the face
seen
of
battle.
gaming, bruh.
I was like-
Half-Life changed the face of gaming, dude.
Have we ever seen a battle royale? I mean, these people act like we've never seen a battle royale game before and ever. And I'm
I
like,
know, dude.
what?
It's so.
A janky one at that, bro.
yeah, they think that
Jakey
they think
wanted
it
that.
changed. They think it changed gaming because all these people are
'Cause-
copying.
No,
the,
no, it changed the face of gaming, Rambo, because it runs slightly better than H1Z1.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's just like do they don't even know where this game came from? It came from a damn battle royale type game, and then just the person got tired of the no updates to it, so they made this thing. Like it just if I don't know these I don't know how the hell they can say it changed the face of gaming. Like it blows my mind because half these people that are saying this shit haven't even played it, but the only reason they're saying that is because like Fortnite and GTA and other games are doing a battle royale thing, so they
Better.
think that
They're just doing
Yeah, but
better.
that-
That's all.
what I'm saying though is like they think that since other people are doing battle royale now, that they've influenced gaming, and I'm like,
No!
dude, battle
I
royale's
know.
been around
I know.
forever.
I love when this happens with movies, right? Because, you know, like the closest example I could think of that happened recently was Last Nights, and what was that one with Keanu Reeves about he was the white guy in Japan.
Oh, fucking Ronin or whatever.
40 Ronin, 50 Ronin or whatever.
Yeah.
They were real similar, and people were like, "Oh my god, like, you know, this one was just a copy of this one." It's like, are you for real, bro? Both of those movies have been in production for how many years now? And
Yeah.
before that were just scripts lying on a desk somewhere, and you know, it's like there's like it might have been a coincidence that they came out together, and I'm sure two people at these companies had a similar idea at near the same time, but
Yep.
you know,
It's
it's
all
not
about
like
who sticks out.
one,
That's all this
one
is.
of these studios made this movie and then the other one said, "Oh shit, we need to make one of these movies." You know, that's not how it happened.
Bro, it's all about who sticks out, right? Yeah, like we could sit here and say it's been done, but it's all about who sticks out the most. And the
Yeah.
only reason why PUBG sticks out the most is because of the streaming community and how the developer said that if anybody says anything bad about their game, that they're gonna flag their videos down off of YouTube. That's
Dude, and that thing with PewDiePie, bro. I'll bet you dollars that like half of this shit is because he liked to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
And some controversy happened about it.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, exactly.
It could
and they
very
baby
well
their
be.
Twitch streamers, dude. They baby Twitch.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason why this game is making it is because Bluehole has literally like given Twitch a pacifier, dude. They pacified their streamers, and even their streamers are still saying that game is broken beyond belief. But yet, if I do a YouTube video saying that PUBG sucks, dude, they'll flag my video down. Like, are you fucking serious? It's a joke.
Yeah,
Hi, baby.
it's to me. I like
Brem, stop calling me baby on stream.
if you even try to
He's
tell these
your
people.
baby. You know what?
If you even try to tell
You'll
these
make
people,
Shane jealous, Brem. Damn.
Right?
I'll cut a motherfucker.
there's
Of
so
course,
many
Shane
people
comes
that
back on that part.
Yeah.
Of course, right? Of course. As soon as we say some gay shit, that's when Shane shows up.
No, I heard the PUBG stuff and the movie stuff. And
Right.
Didn't. Oh, then how would I know that's what you're saying?
It's real easy to rewind
Check
backwards in the
and
stream
mate,
and check.
motherfucker, That's what. Get a Twitter.
So let me get this straight. You heard all that, but the only thing you really felt like comfortable commenting on was the gay shit.
And you didn't want to answer us when we actually called your name like 3 times?
Yeah, right?
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
No, yeah, you did. We know because you didn't say anything, you dumbass.
Well then.
Quality
Where'd you go,
production
Shane?
here. Quality production.
Dealing with normal household stuff.
You don't know what that is. What are you talking about? A life?
That's the
You saying you have a life
think
now?
Shane's not talkative. He's just like not here half the time, and we just don't know it.
No, that usually I am. It's just busy Friday.
Just whatever we ask if you're there. That's
Right.
the only times. Spread out over many, many live streams.
Yo, all together, I'm sure Shane will
quite a
have a complete
coincidence.
cast. If you
I
take
know,
all
right?
of our season 1 and all of our season 2, he will make a complete cast.
All right, do it. I dare you. Have fun downloading all that shit.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna start doing this once an episode. I'm gonna like randomly ask if Shane is there, and see how many times he's not.
Like, yo, Shane, hey, Shane. Shane.
Okay. Wednesday, 9:30. Shane was not here.
No, I know. He's got kids. He takes care of them. We're just giving you shit, Shane.
I know.
So, Shane, anything you want to talk about?
What's
we
your
covered
most hyped
of it.
game
Um,
of the
I don't
things
really
that have
have
been?
one.
No. Okay. Really?
Um,
Not even. What was the?
There's
what
that
was the-
crazy acid trip game. That
Yeah.
was pretty
Okay.
Cool looking.
I was gonna say like if nothing else, at least the Kojima game, whatever the fuck that name is, I can't remember.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know what's
That
funny
looked
is
good.
out of all the
Get the fuck
obscure-
out looked good, pretty
Bro,
good too.
bro,
And there
out
was
of
a few
all
more we
the-
missed.
Out of all the obscure shit I remember Death Stranding for some stupid reason. Like,
How could you forget it? I mean,
I don't know. That's right. Like, because I forget some of the most basic shit sometimes. So, I mean, there's that.
I even shared it on the Geek Essentials Facebook page. Like,
Witch something.
Yeah.
What was the game? Witch something.
Witchfire.
Witchfire. There
Yeah,
you go. Yeah,
Witchfire
we
looked
forgot that
decent.
one in the first round, and that one looked pretty good.
And like when I shared it on Facebook, I was like, I don't know what I just watched, but I think it's kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah, no. Witchfire looks fucking dope. I'm actually hyped for that game, actually. I think that's going to be like one of those titles that nobody is ever going to look forward to until they play it. And when they play it, they're going to be like, oh my god, this is amazing. And they're going to have to talk about it. Like, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those titles. Because that's how Demon Souls started off, was nobody knew about that genre until the PS3 shit came out. And then, you know, that's how it started, dude. That's how, like, Demon Souls became such a cult classic. Was because people were like, they played it, they weren't really hyped for it at first. Not many people really even heard about it, really, because From Software didn't really do a whole lot about it. And then all of a sudden, out of
Go
blue,
figure.
it gets Game of the Year. You know what I mean? Like, that was based on social media alone. That wasn't based on advertising. That was because of word of mouth. Because I had friends that told me about the game, and that's the reason why I played it. Articles were done on it, like through, I think it was IGN did a few articles. I think Machinima talked about it. There was a few Let's Players that got into it and raged. I mean,
See, that's From Software's problem, man. They just never had a Game of the Year before.
Uh-huh.
If Armored Core or Tenchu had been Game of the Year, they would have been just fine.
yep.
I mean, and look, now everything is compared to the Souls game. I mean, Cuphead's too
Right?
hard. It's now Cup Souls.
Souls difficulty. Yep.
And
Is it
then-
Dark Souls hard?
Yeah, exactly.
I swear they really need to start making games where there's like the hardest difficulty is Dark Souls, and then the easiest difficulty is Games Journalist.
Or Telltale.
Bruh. Just get a game journal in there and be like, yo, play this game. And fucking, from 1 to Dark Souls, where does it rank?
Nah, dude. If you can beat it, that's the easiest difficulty.
That shit's like Cuphead tutorial difficult. You don't know.
Don't even know, bro.
God damn it.
So I haven't watched the gameplay much. You kicking Metro's ass or what?
It's going back and forth. Metro's been bodying me. He's been doing good.
I mean, Metro, I know you're listening. If you want, I can get my daughter to play you a Killer Instinct again.
Did she
That
win?
Oh, dude.
Dude.
She bodied him. Yeah.
She had never played Killer Instinct before, and she's only 8, and she whooped Metro's ass.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, I got
Should
bodied
be
by some
ashamed, sir.
randoms in here at the beginning. Like, I got fucking KO'd with a flawless, dude. The dude was a top tier Ryu player. I got my ass
Yeah.
beat, dude. I was like, fuck!
Rajik
But,
says Dark Souls isn't hard. I'll have to take your word for it, man. I've never played one of them.
He's
Well,
only
I
ever
mean,
seen
they're
me
coming
play
out
him.
with I think they're coming out with a collection, so you'll be able to get them.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think that Dark Souls 1 and 2 is going to be... Well, Dark Souls 1 is going to be remastered for the Xbox One, PS4, and Switch.
Really?
And the Switch is
Wish I
getting...
would've
Yeah,
known that.
Switch is getting a Dark Souls 1 and 2 remaster and Dark Souls 3.
Don't you mean downscaling? Not really.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah. It's well, that's the remaster part. They have to make it. They have to make it attach Roblox to it.
Torn apart from the ceiling down.
Bro,
No,
like
in all
I remember
seriousness,
Dark.
fucking. Oh no! What?
I was just gonna say I remember when Dark Souls 1 first hit the PC and everybody was like in an uproar because it looked like shit.
Oh
somebody-
yeah, it still does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one of those games that you can't play without the mod, dude. Like, literally, the mod fixes it and
Yeah,
makes
whenever-
it look beautiful.
Hell, Dark Souls 2 doesn't even look good.
Right?
Like it's yeah. I mean, it's like whenever I played the remaster on PS4 or Xbox One, one of the two, I was like, damn, like this thing still looks like a damn last gen game, and it's a remaster. So I mean, the only thing they did basically is up the resolution, and it's just a shinier piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember when it was like a thing where everyone used that gameplay on YouTube. Like that's what they were always playing was Dark Souls and shit. Like this certain across the pond YouTuber we know that's not Stonesy, by the way, for you guys thinking I'm
No,
mentioning
we're talking about another retard that's just as bad though.
Yeah, used to use it all the time in his videos. And I'm like, what do you see in this shit? I don't. It looks like garbage, and all you do is die. I mean,
You know what
all the time.
You know what's really fun though, like when it comes to the Souls-like games, are games like Salted Sanctuary and Dead Cells, dude. Those games are actually a lot of fun. And in fact, I'd even say that they're a little bit funner than a Souls or a Demon Souls. Like I almost prefer the funner. They're funner. They're more enjoyable. Is that better? On a 2D spectrum than they are on a 3D spectrum. So.
Don't forget, you have to axe Rambo question.
Oh,
yeah, but well, he came up with a whole new word there, like funner. Like it, I'm smart. That's stupider.
Stupider. That's stupider.
I love it whenever people actually say stupider. And I'm like going, like they're trying to like put like something you're doing down. They say that was stupider. I'm like going, okay, you
just
apparently
proved my point, bitch.
yeah. I'm like you apparently don't realize the irony in what you just said.
So you guys got any gaming plans this weekend?
Not really. My girl's sick again, dude. Like, this is fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, this is the third time she's gotten sick in the last couple of months.
So you'll basically be downstairs playing games most of the weekend then?
Pretty much, dude. Like,
Go buy her an iron lung.
dude, I'm gonna put her into a fucking bubble, dude. I'm gonna put her in a fucking bubble, and that is it. She is not allowed to leave that bubble until we can figure out what's making her sick, because this is ridiculous. This is the third time, dude. Like, I'm so
In
sick
like
of
a
it.
month.
Yeah, like, I'm so sick of it, dude. It's retarded. Like I've heard of people getting sick, dude, but this is like, I feel like she's having an autoimmune deficiency at this point. Like, there has to be something, dude, because for somebody who gets this sick, like, all the time, her immunity should be amazing right now.
I know.
It's fucking stupid.
Be able to eat an AIDS-infested potato chip and come out smelling like roses.
Pretty much, dude. Like, it's getting to a point now where, like, I might as well just keep her in a hospital forever and just go visit her. Like, hey, babe, how's it going? How's the hospital life?
Oh, 3 people died today? Cool.
Well, no, she's sick all the time. It's so weird. Like, and and what sucks even more is I'll usually catch it. Like, I'm fine right now. I'm still getting over it. I still have a slight cough, right? But guess what? I'm gonna catch the shit. I just know it. I just fucking know it. It's
Go
annoying.
get one of those Michael Jackson masks.
Fuck.
Matter of fact, I think I have one from the last California fire that I was in. So. Which is another thing. How are they doing the PlayStation experience without people parachuting in?
Oh, they're in Anaheim.
They're what?
They're in Anaheim, California.
Oh,
That's not that far from the fires, right?
Well, apparently it's far enough. That's probably where everybody evacuated to.
They're all living literally in the fucking stadium, Shane. So everybody's like fucking. They brought their sleeping bags. They got their fucking keyboards and their computers going. They're good. I can see that
Oh,
happening.
why? At the PlayStation Experience, they announced that Wipeout is getting a VR game.
No, really?
Yeah.
Really?
God damn it.
What?
Dude, come on, man. Wipeout has never been a VR experience. Like, maybe a...
Well, already have, but wait, they already have a Wipeout game, the Wipeout Omega Collection on
I was hoping...
PlayStation 4. They're just adding VR support to it.
I was hoping they would add, like... What the fuck is going on? Like, I'm getting connection drop from Metro now. Great. This is awesome. No, I'm just saying, like... I was hoping for, like, just a sequel to it or something. But if it's just going to be a VR addition to what's already released, I guess it's not bad.
Yeah, PlayStation
Yeah,
should
and then-
remake Jet Moto for VR.
Fuck yeah. Jet Moto would be... That would be fun.
The Last Guardian is getting a VR support, and then they
This is
also
gonna be
announced
weird.
a 4v4 tactical first-person shooter built from the ground up for the PSVR. It's called Firewall 0 Hour. It's basically Rainbow Six Siege in VR, but it's not Rainbow Six Siege. It's just that it's a new game or whatever, but it's a tactical shooter like Rainbow Six.
Huh.
Now, that's more of just to strap the headset to your face and move with a controller, right?
Yeah.
It's not like Oculus or what's the other one? Vive or whatever, where you're like ducking and running and jumping and shit.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to duck and stuff.
See, I'm not real big on that. Like that whole like having to move to play a video game thing. Like, no joke, when I bought
It's a lot of
Wii,
fun.
an original Wii, I actually fucking pulled a muscle in my shoulder playing golf on the Wii.
Well, this is like with the VR thing, like because I hated the Wii Motion, like I never really cared for it at all. But the VR is something different. Like when you put it on and you're actually in the game, it's like it's a really weird feeling. It's a great feeling, but a weird one.
Yeah.
You're not used to seeing that. And I think it'd be cool to have a full on shooter like that.
I wanna see I really wanna see VR take off, but I want to see it go into a deeper setting, not just as like goggles over your face shit. Like I want to see some next level VR shit. And I know I've talked about it like a couple of times in season 1, but I still stand by that. Like I would love to see a little bit more depth than what we currently have, honestly. Like something that could anything that could replicate smell, even like down to the full setups that you see. Like if those full setups that we saw with private developers and stuff, like these little private companies that are making like trackpads for you to walk on and like and have the entire environment, so when you feel like the air coming around you, fucking like I would love to see that. Like I want to see a little bit more depth.
Well, they have the smells.
Yeah, South Park took advantage of it.
But the what's it called, the fills, like they don't have that. I would love to have like the one that like the little thing on where you can smell, and then be in one of those track pads like to where with that circle thing where you can run on it and stuff.
Yeah.
In VR, because I mean it would be like complete immersion into that game.
Huh. I mean, I saw what they did. Did you guys see the Battlefield 3 shit that they did in the 4? Where they took a room, made a tent. Well, what they did is they put up a tent, right? It was a quick throw up tent, and the guy put this octagonal trackpad thing, and you strapped into this thing, right? So you could walk, crouch. He had paintball guns up everywhere in this room, so that way anytime someone shot at you, and like you could actually dodge the bullet, and if you didn't dodge the bullet, you get hit with the paintball gun. Like, I like shit like that. I think that would be fucking cool. Obviously, you were in protective gear, so that way, like, you wouldn't fucking get too fucking beat up, you know. But
yeah, but that'd be kind of hard to do in your house, though.
Yeah, like, I know. That's a little extravagant. Yeah, that's something you'd have to set up in like your fucking garage or some shit.
Yeah, because you don't want your house painted with paintball. That'd be cool though. That'd be fucking. You would definitely.
Well, it wouldn't have to be paintball guns. You could tweak it. You could like turn down the power and use like rubber balls or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe something just a little thicker than
your
house.
Then maybe something a little thicker than like a Nerf ball.
Yeah.
Like a paintball size, some kind of styrofoam or whatever, whatever they would make it out of, but something a little denser than an actual like Nerf football, but something like that. That'd work perfect.
That'd be
somebody will come up with a system, dude.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
That'd be crazy though.
Yeah, somebody will
like he'll
see all of it and say, okay, I can do this. Build something cool, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's so much coming up with it as it is finding funding for something.
Sure,
like that.
yeah, and doing the legwork, because like all this shit's gonna have to be custom. I mean, you could buy like a paintball gun and all this other stuff, but you'd have to tweak all of it to make it work with each other and then the system and all that.
I mean, VR is definitely here to stay. It's like not going anywhere because like
I've thought about buying an Oculus. Those things are getting cheaper and cheaper, man.
Yeah, I mean the definitive one is the PlayStation one though, but
of course you would say that. Yeah.
Well, no, that's the one. I mean, it's got 52% of the market.
That's a pretty damn good market share.
It's got like it's got more support for it as far as games go than the Oculus does.
Well, see, like with me with Oculus, like, so for me, I don't want VR in the same way that you're using it. Like, there's a lot of artistic apps that they have on there where you could draw and paint. Like, that's kind of what I want to do. I know that sounds silly to a lot of people, but like I saw some of the artwork that some of these guys are making, and I'm just like, wow, that looks beautiful. Like, just somebody that's actually doing detail oil paintbrushes in one of these apps that looks like it came out of something like a Boris Vallejo, and I was just like, whoa.
The graffiti one looks cool to me, like the spray painting game.
That would be cool. Yeah, you have an unlimited wall.
Exactly.
As high and as long as you wanted it, with as much paint cans that would never run out.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that would be fucking
that's
great.
How I'm looking at this. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at this. Because there's people that are putting their art up after they're done with these apps.
Sure.
And they look amazing. They even have they have
it's stuff you can't create in the real world, so it's going to be like
the VR
next level art. Yeah.
The VR art community is blowing up, dude. That's like one of the major reasons why people are on PC are buying a Vive or an Oculus, is because they don't really care for the gaming application as much as they do for the artistic.
And that's the thing, right? People always think like, oh, VR is going to be a gaming thing, and no doubt it is, but I'd say VR is going to take off in education and like maybe museums, because now a museum could pay what, $50,000, $100, and program in any piece, or I mean, you could do a castle, whatever you wanted, and there's no limit to, it's not like every museum can't now show you the Mona Lisa in the Louvre. I think it's in the Louvre, right? Yeah. So I mean, I'd say it's going to be way more popular in the very beginning in those industries first, because it's a lot easier to do that kind of stuff as opposed to actually like make a game where you have to interact with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's funny that all the people that thought it was just going to be another failed peripheral, and Sony, it was going to be another thing that
they're just
Sony wasn't going to
their
support.
Own opinions. That's all it is. They want it to fail, and I thought it was going to fail because look at PlayStation's last like augmented reality project they had, the PSI, the PlayStation Toy, iToy. Like, it was fun. I liked it. I thought it was fun, but it wasn't for everybody,
Yeah, but I mean the PlayStation VR, like it's sold over 2 million now, and like I said, the attach rate is like 6.1 to 1. So I mean, people are buying it. And there's already 300 games on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And another 139 in development for next year. So I mean, there's a ton of stuff going on with PlayStation with VR right now, and it's just like to me, it seems like it's going to be one of those things they're going to be around for a while.
Yep. And good for them. Like seriously, if they finally found something that they're good at as far as other than gaming and music. Like they've done amazing. Like I've been a skeptic of the VR community for a while when it comes to the PlayStation shit, because I was like, there's no way that shit's gonna sell. Because I immediately, when they said VR, I was like, I immediately went to iToy, the PlayStation Eye and that stuff, and I was like, there's no way that's, you know. Anybody remember the dildos? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I remember the light dildos. They didn't do
that
too
was
well.
That was their answer to the Nintendo.
The Wii, yeah.
The Wii motion controls and
the Kinect, right?
Yeah, same thing with the Kinect. Like, hey, we can do what they can do just with no dildos. And
none of it worked.
No, none of it. I mean, none of it took off. The attach ratio for the Kinect was 1 to 1. So basically, everybody who bought a Kinect only had one game for it.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it was like when I can understand everybody's skepticism, but it's good to see here it is, a year later, and it's like it's taken off like pretty much nobody thought it would.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not so much nobody thought it would, just nobody thought it would then or now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because most people I heard would say something like, it'll be the next thing after this that'll be the big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I heard a lot of
and fair enough criticism, because there were some teething problems, and there's still, I mean, there's only so much you can do with just like the VR headset. So I mean, obviously it's limited in that. You know, it's not like Brem said, he's waiting for the big stuff, and that's the thing. It's not some, total virtual reality thingamajigger where you can just plug in and you're surfing the web, in your brain or anything like that, right? So
that's more of an out-of-body.
I mean, it's both inevitable
and
it wasn't like they were calling it wrong as they saw it. They saw the flaws in the design. Right. From an obvious standpoint, and they thought that, well, maybe people will wait on this one and really go in when it gets one step better. Which and people do that.
Yeah, but it was like there was a lot of people said, like, I know a lot of people that were saying like the VR, like on the play, like if VR is going to take off, it'll be the PC side of it.
Yeah.
And what's weird is like it's complete opposite, like because the PC side isn't really taking off, and the PlayStation side is like taking off a hell of a lot more.
That just goes to show you it's not just graphics that can immerse you in these types of things. It matters what you're doing in these games.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I mean that's the thing is that I think with the reason why the PC isn't taking off is because the only thing that you don't have any dedicated companies like developing for it.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bunch of random indie developers trying to get something out there, whereas on PlayStation you actually have the money of Sony behind some of these studios being able to put more I guess a concerted effort behind some of these games, and they're having bigger experiences on the PSVR, and I think that's the reason why it's taken off so well on the PlayStation versus the PC. It's actually even, I think the mobile, everybody kept on telling me about mobile, saying that they sell a lot or whatever, but they only have a 14% share. So I mean,
and most of the popular things in mobile are all Candy Crush type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's
quick, addicting, easy, time killing kind of games. Although, to be fair, there are a lot of good, true game experiences on mobile. Not gonna lie.
Right.
Because I got a couple, and they're fucking awesome.
Look out, Lineage 2. Lineage 2 just launched this year, and it's got fucking people like Conan O'Brien fucking supporting it. Like, there's a lot of stars that are even playing.
It was hella funny.
I thought he supported
I have
Yahtzee.
never gone
That
into...
too.
I know, right? I thought Conan liked Yahtzee.
I have never gone into. Well, I just don't go into my mobile store at all to see what's even in there.
I'm. Oh yeah, so that's another thing. So I got a capture. Speaking of mobile games, I got a little capture thing off of that AliExpress app for $10. So it's gonna be streaming whatever my output is on my phones that I'm going to be using, and I'm looking at doing some Lineage 2 gameplay of this because I heard so many good things about Lineage 2 on the mobile devices. So from what I understand, it doesn't play like traditional Lineage 2 that it did on PC. A lot of people, if you guys remember, like Lineage 2 back in the day was like one of the biggest MMOs that were like rivaling World of Warcraft for its time. And it actually started to slowly die off because NCSoft like stopped supporting it all the way through. So people were doing a lot of pay-to-win shit, and it sucked. But from what I understand, that's not the case with the mobile, and it's actually more of an action-based MMO now. So that's why I'm looking forward into capturing some gameplay, maybe do some mobile game reviews on my Brimstone's Gaming channel. Who knows? It seems like it'd be pretty cool. I don't really see many mobile game users here on this on YouTube besides when they play stupid ass games like Candy Crush. I'm like, really? Like, there's so many good games out there that are free to play, and you're using Candy Crush? Come on, guys. Like, come on.
And what's wrong with Candy Crush?
'Cause it's fucking Satan.
Well, I'm not buying Candy Crush until it comes on the Xbox One X because
It's coming.
I'm still waiting
It's
for that.
coming. 120 frames per second.
It has to.
4K
Dude.
candies.
It's on everything else. It's on Facebook.
Bro, it comes pre-installed on your Windows 10 for fuck's sakes.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that special edition Xbox One X Candy Crush edition.
Remember when if you wanted to do something stupid like that kind of shit, you had to download Bejeweled and get it running? Those were the days.
That's funny.
In all seriousness, though, like a special edition Xbox with Candy Crush on it would be super colorful,
Jesus.
and it'd probably
Oh
look cool.
Jesus! It would fucking sell too. I know it would.
Yeah, it would sell like crazy. I mean, that
Yeah,
would
it
be the
would.
crazy. That'd be the fucking crazy shit.
Oh my God! Yes, it would sell, dude. Every fucking
Dude, Candy
white
Crush
queen
is
bitch
now
on the
new
planet would have
Bejeweled.
that thing.
That would really be the
Oh.
depressing part, is that how well it would sell.
Dude, they could put it right in Starbucks. $20 off if you get a pumpkin spice latte, bro. They'd sell out in a day.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
So has fuck the Oscars trended on Twitter since last night?
It should have.
I don't think it actually trended because, of course, in that would be Twitter
Fuck
putting
the
that
Oscars,
that
dude,
bad
like-
word, on the.
I personally think that hashtag should have been a thing. It really should
Oh,
have.
it should have, yeah.
Because, like, there's so much fucking truth in what that guy said. Like, that,
It'll
I
be
mean...
like Harambe, bro. We'll never let it die.
I loved like that guy. Like, I think I can honestly say on a really, like, that dude really helped set the tone of the show, dude. Like, it just, I'm so happy that they made that guy towards the beginning, because he really, like, set the precedent of what to expect later down the line. And we were not,
That shit was
fucking
hilarious.
we were not disappointed with what we saw. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of good games. There was a lot of good announcements. Overall, it was a really fun experience to be able to do this with you guys. And to witness that shit with you guys made it even better. Like, he just straight up ripped into the Oscars, bro. Like, what the fuck? It's like the Oscars, like, fucking smited this guy at some point in his life.
Oh, I'm sure they did, bro.
Like, that shit was funny, dude.
That's still fucking hilarious, though.
Yep. It was funny. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he was going in, too. Like, that shit was...
He went deep, bro. Hard
Yeah.
and deep.
Yeah.
Fast, too. He went right to it.
Yeah, he didn't give up. That's for damn sure.
Dude, he couldn't wait to pop that line off, bro. He really couldn't.
Yep.
So when do we get our free shit?
Oh no, he's here.
I think they're supposed to. I think it's just supposed to be added to your account. Like you'll just get a download or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say Xbox messaged me. I gotta go in and look at it in a minute.
Yeah, they gave me a Gears of War 4. Oh wait. Yeah, Gears of War 4 customized Forza 7 racing suit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't see why you would want Gears in Forza, but like,
dude, they got Halo in Forza. They got
whatever.
the fucking Warhog or whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, Jesus.
yeah, but the track racing version of it, I don't know, man.
Wait, we have a track racer?
Forza.
No, Forza 7 is the track racer part of the Forza series. Like,
Yeah.
And I have a special Gears of War racing suit in that one. Like, I could see putting Gears of War decals on my like Horizon car because it's more arcadey. But yeah, I don't know.
True.
I'm with you there. It's a weird thing.
I guess I see your point there, yeah. Oh, man. Anybody else looking forward to E3 after our Game Awards? I'm not. I'm pretty happy, actually.
Well,
I mean,
there's still
Ethan,
some stuff that I want to see announced. So
What do you want to see announced?
the obvious that's coming: Gears 5, the new Halo, the new Forza Horizon. Anything new? I like something about maybe Sunset Overdrive 2. I don't care if it's a multi-plat or if it's an exclusive somewhere else. I still want to see something.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, sir. Well, I mean, well, it seems like we don't really have very many topics tonight, which is pretty nice, actually. Did you guys want to keep it going, or do you just want to go ahead and we could call it? It's been an hour and 47, which would be like the shortest episode for season 2 ever. Because I'm going to be doing some modifications for the overlay. I'm going to be experimenting, so you guys are going to be seeing some changes in the future. I'm just going to be experimenting for season 3 stuff, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Since I've been working with this vector program, like I've been really in love with it. You can snap things together pretty fast. It's really easy to deal with. There's not a whole lot of like fucking. You don't need to be in a science degree to operate it. In other words, so that's good.
See, like, what you should do is Pete's picture frame should be the Twitter logo. Just put his avatar inside of the bird.
Yeah, that would be funny.
And yet he still won't have a Twitter.
It's okay, Pete. People
And
will know where to
Brim's
get
picture
you.
frame should be dicks.
What?
I thought you were the game one, Shaner.
Right? Trying to fucking deflect onto me, you fag? Jesus. We all know you're the one that swallows, sir.
Dude, with a turtle as his fucking 2 of them lining his name. As if he needed a stronger metaphor.
Oh, on Discord, you mean? Yeah.
See, everybody knows you're gay. We know your kids and wife are just your beard and your mustache.
Total cover up, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
And
much.
you gotta swallow, or else you're not a classy bitch. I mean,
Pretty much.
ask Metro, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
I thought he only took it into his cheek, right?
No, he swallows.
Does he swallow?
Makes sure to tell people. Well, his boyfriend tells everyone he does.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Whatever,
funny that you put
boyfriend,
it. Well, his girlfriend knows how to keep him from being in bitch mode sometimes, you know? I gotta give him credit, you know.
Has
He's
anybody
our
been keeping
homegirl.
track of Brim's wins and Metro's wins?
Metro at the beginning was bodying me, dude. He was kicking my ass. Because I haven't played this game in almost a year, and the only person I really played this with was him and Titanfall. Me, Titanfall, and him are the only three that really like played this game together. Everybody else on my friends list doesn't really touch us. Like, we tried to get like groups together and play, and miraculously nobody like ever responds to us. So we're just like, okay, fine, we'll just stick to ourselves then. Titanfall, she I know she likes this game. She plays a lot too. So I think that's the thing that sucks though. Is again, like I said, the whole cross-platform connection thing with Capcom servers is terrible. Like, it is so bad. I remember watching her, Titanfall stream this one time, and like she was swearing up and down she was going against hackers. That's how bad it was. Like, she thought it was hackers. She was getting pissed off, and she ended up stopped streaming the
No,
game.
it's just laggers.
And it's not even really laggers though. It's like the PlayStation community. Like, it's not their fault. It's fucking Capcom's, dude. Like, they're PPOE or what the fuck they call it, or PPO or whatever the fucking connection type is. Like, everybody was swearing by it. They were like, "Oh, this is the best connection type there is for fighters." No,
Well,
actually,
it's
it's
been used
terrible.
before.
Huh?
It's been used before with pretty good success. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to beat TCP/IP.
Right.
I mean, even what's the one that most of them use these days for like shooters and shit on PC? U something.
It's usually isn't it usually
Bunkbuster?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
For the traffic, the actual internet traffic goes over
Oh.
UDP. I think most of them are on UDP right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. I netcode is hard to do. I'll give them that, but you should have found somebody that could have figured it out.
Yeah.
Because especially with a fighter, I mean, you can get away with a lot on a shooter, or especially like maybe a World of Warcraft or a Warframe even. But fighters are something else, man. These guys do recordings and analyze frame by frame for which moves will let you be invincible for X
Right.
frames at this time, and then do that move to get out of other moves that will only hit you for 2 frames or something. I mean, it's crazy shit that they do. So that, I mean, that a proper fighter in the settings will let you, change a lot of stuff sometimes for like controller latency and stuff, because the arcade boxes there's a tiny bit of lag in the controls compared to using an actual like PS3 or PS4.
Yeah.
And so, they got to compensate for that because they're used to playing, like in Japan, they all play arcade machines and not really the consoles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're crazy about it. Like, it's nuts the type of shit that they do, and it's got to be precise. So you can't have any lag or anything like that in the netcode for a fighting game that plays online.
And
It
see,
just
that's
won't
where
work.
I think like companies like Arc System do it really, really well. Like, I think they do it better than Capcom.
There are
because-
plenty that have done it right, so it can be done right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Because
think even with PPOE, but if not, I mean, whatever it was going to take, they needed to do it, and they didn't, and that was a shame.
yeah. I actually,
I mean, it's happened before, though. Lots of fighters have, especially in the beginning, struggled with either netcode or other issues related to online play.
remember like when they started doing like the Street Fighter Third Strike shit. That's why
Yep.
people were swearing by PPOE, because that was actually really good, and it was on the street, and that was on PlayStation 3, dude. Like, they actually did a good job. But then it like sort of devolved over time. Like, they relied on the same shit for too long. So as the games were getting more advanced, they weren't adapting to it. They were just like, whatever, it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 exclusive Fortnite Xbox heroes
That's cool.
Interesting.
so far, anyway.
Are they going to do PS exclusive and maybe even PC exclusive heroes too, then?
I imagine.
I would
Yeah.
assume so, yeah.
Come on,
That'll
Metro.
be
You know
interesting.
Ken is
I mean-
my dude.
Soul Calibur did that shit, so, whatever.
Yeah, that's just from watching the Game Awards. So
We didn't get anything else though. Like Jesus.
not
You were
yet.
supposed to get Ghost. You were supposed to get Ghost Simulator.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
have
right.
that already.
Ghost Simulator. Man, they're
That's
they're
actually
really
a pretty fun
stretching.
game, though.
Wait,
It may be,
Ghost or Goat?
Goat.
Goat.
Oh yeah, I
Goat.
have that one already.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro, it's actually a lot of fun. Like, it's so easy just to get lost in doing stupid shit that doesn't matter, and you get and you get
I pick
fucking,
other stupid shit to do.
Bro, you get like there's literally no reason that this game exists other than to make people ask questions and lose their time.
I mean,
You're a
they had done
goat.
everything
It's not
else.
like you can do smart shit in the game. I mean,
Brain
Bro,
simulator.
Like, have you
Do
not
is
seen what
stupid
people
shit.
have done with the montages yet, dude? This shit is
Oh,
hilarious.
Jesus.
They
Yeah.
got
Throwing them off
montage,
cliffs
dude. Look at
and shit.
Goat Simulator montage and tell me that shit's not funny, dude. Or at least where the person had fun putting it together. Like they got some shit now where you could strap rockets to your goat and you hit the trampoline, set off the rockets, do some weird fucking stupid combo where you smash into a car, into a building. I mean, it's it's just fucking retarded. But I think that's what makes it so popular, though, is because it's a game that's not really, it doesn't carry any purpose other than you doing stupid shit and you're getting achievements for it. Rambo, you probably platinumed it, haven't you? Yet or no?
Ghost Simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I platinumed it and 100%ed it on Xbox.
What kind of fun did you have with it?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, like putting the goat in weird little things. But then the only thing that really frustrated me is playing Flappy Goat, because you have to take your goat upstairs into this one room where this kid's playing a video game on a TV, and you've got
How
to
very meta.
interact with. Yeah, you interact with the TV, and then you have to play. Then your goat is playing a game in a game, but then you have to make it through that, and that's fucking hard because like there's a little bit of input lag with you playing a game on a game.
Right, you hit the button, and
And,
then a half a second later, he hits the button, and then the
Yeah,
character
and so-
goes, yeah.
So I mean, you're and you know Flappy Bird, how you have to fly in between those poles. Well, you have to make it through 10 of those things before you finish or you get the achievement.
Wow.
And damn, like I spent 2 days or a day and a half actually doing like a full day and a half of time, so 30 hours trying to finish that one last trophy and achievement. It was so fucking frustrating.
That is not nearly as bad as doing the turkey puncher in Doom.
It's okay.
Doom
Metro's
3.
nearby. He's good at flappy things. So
Because I think it only takes like 5 minutes of punching turkeys before you get the achievement in Doom 3.
I remember when what was it, like Fable 1? Like you'd get all the unlocks and for like kicking chickens, so you'd be like chicken killer or chicken chaser or whatever. And
Yeah.
you got the unlock for that. I thought that was pretty funny, and so people would refer to you as that the whole time, regardless that you saved their lives like countless of times from monsters and shit.
Oh, same thing in Skyrim, dude. You could kill a dragon for them right there, and you hit one fucking chicken, and they all go nuts.
I think it's a meme at this point, isn't it? Like almost
Yep.
every game that follows it. Like, I mean, what
because
was
of
it?
Zelda.
In Minecraft.
Yeah,
I
Zelda,
think?
same thing.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh no, it's Zelda. I'm thinking of. Yeah, like Zelda. Like you went after a fucking chicken, you'd have a whole flock coming after you, right? After a
Yep.
certain while.
Until you died. Like
Yep.
it didn't stop.
You could run, but you can't hide. They never stop coming, those fucking chickens.
Dude, they were like hood chickens. You'd go in a house and come back out.
Kind of chickens that beat you up and steal your wallet, bruh. And they fucking do, too. Didn't you go on with less rupees? Fucking Pookie and Ray Ray chickens.
Pookie and Ray Ray chickens, really? Is that where we're going with this now? Like, God damn it.
They fucking swarm your ass, dude.
Yeah, but that's what makes it funny. Oh man, well if we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess we could end it off with the normal, Pete's discovering himself and he's about to have his college years. Like if anybody knows what that means.
Careful how far you shove things in your ass, man. It's not forgiving.
Do you hear how
Shane
he's like?
speaks from experience.
I know, right? If anybody would know.